Stitches of love we sew. In this online world we come to grow. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where hearts align. Let's embrace the craft and let our souls shine.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Longarm Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. We're working on some Sugaridoo beautifulness that we did a few years ago there in the quilt shop, and we're going to get it quilted up. We did a piano key border to this. You may notice that my Sugaridoo is a bit different than everybody else's Sugaridoo because I didn't put the sashing in between the rows. Did they do it on purpose or did I forget? We'll see. To be determined. So we're just going to quilt it up. Because of the piano key border, and we're going to take a good look at it here. Lots of fun and really big. I think it's, because I added stuff to it, it is 92 by 80 something, I think 88. Because of the piano key border, I wanted to put music in it. So I have a really densely quilting out of musical instruments and treble clef and all that sort of fun stuff. So we're just going to go get started here. I'm just going to scoot the top there. Oh, got some extra threads. It's always joys. And it was, a lot of it was pieced. So you traced it out onto, I traced it onto freezer paper. Thank you to Miss Allison Johnson and Lois for making sure I had that sort of paper to play with. And off we went. So here we go. We got some batiks and some cottons. And I have it starting on this side going all the way over. Okay, so we're just going to go into start mode. It is going to do it densely. I wanted it dense. This is going to be an extremely quilted to death quilt. And I've got a nice lilac thread in the top and a pink in the bottom. And it's just going to stitch its way quite densely in that whole little section, that section right here. Oh, it's going to look gorgeous. And hopefully I scooted it down far enough so you guys can see without the back part of the canvas getting in the way, because this is the start of the, as we're working on it. Okay. I do have the back, it is pieced, that's why it's actually the way it is. The way it's, instead of laying it the other way, then I could have worked each color at the same time. It'll be different. I'll probably end up doing all the black stuff first, and working my way down and then coming back in and doing the colors. And that way I can reload it on the long run a little bit easier for that. So if you stay with me, there's going to be quite a few in the series of quilting this up. Like I said, we're going to pretty much quilt it to death. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to use our threads and our skills of ruler work and free motion and the joy of quilting. So come along with me. Stick around. See what we got going on. I will be making like pinks and pinks, oranges and oranges, yellows and yellows. So that's why I like to try to do all the black first, stitching all the black first, and then reload it. That way pink, each row, and then it's stabilized as well. There you go. I probably could have stopped there and not do any of the color, but I will. I'll quilt it. Just me. I'll quilt it. I really like it. It was such a fun project to do too. And it really got me into my scraps and all my stash and pulling colors together. And lots of curves. There was curves on like little half moons there, as well as the circles. My circles, I just kind of went a little wonky after a while. I'm like, you know what, let's have some fun with this. Let's just be blobs. Blobs and things, right? Yeah, it's definitely gonna look amazing. What is going on? Oops. Keep going. It's so fun to watch stitch out. I really enjoy it. Let's make a little treble clef there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to stitch up. Yeah, we'll put a link to the videos that we did on it. We did a few, I think it was actually a weekend sort of project we did, I think, on putting all this together. So it would have been a couple of weeks there. It was a few years ago at least. I'm thinking at least 4, maybe even a little bit more. And did you do this beautiful quilt project? I would love to see pictures of it. You can check out our Facebook page, as well as we have a Discord channel as well. You can post your stuff there if you don't do Facebook. I know Miss Allison did it, as well as Katie, the Greenland Quilter. I know she did this one as well. And of course, they all look different depending on the fabric that you used, right? So you put your own special touch into it by using your different fabrics that you have on stash. Now, this seems a little wonky in here, but we're going with it. I don't know what happened that day. Some days are good days in the quilt shop, and some days are, it's an experiment. I really love this little circle of fabric. I remember getting that as some yardage from yeah. This one putting together I thought was really nice, and you could definitely bust your scraps on that one just because it was so like lovely angular, one piece, one piece, one piece. It reminded me a lot of the binding tool, or even like the hexagon ruler, the half hexy ruler, to be able to piece that kind of like a little braid part together. Cool. Ooh, a little fold on there. Whoa, whoa. Good thing it's mine. Hope you all had a really good weekend. It's actually sunny here today, thank goodness. We're actually in for a couple of days of sun, which is awesome because we've got meat chickens, meat birds to prep for, as well as some pullets, some egg layers coming towards the middle to the end of May. I just love those colors together. They look so pretty. And then that little pop of lavender, or sorry, lilac. I think it's lilac thread on top. Just makes it just so pretty. This was actually our second piano keyboarder we added to a project. The first one was Jacob's ladder combination layout that Pop did, and the combination was so pretty that it looked a bit like a dance floor. So we put piano keys on either side and called it dueling pianos. So it was a very beautiful one to do. Trim up some threads. All right, we're almost about halfway there. Gonna get Walt to finish doing his thing. You enjoyed the music to go with the music notes. And thank you for coming along with this adventure of me quilting up the Sugaridoo project. Yes. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell. You never know. Things happen around here. Be good. Take care of you and yourself.
In a cozy corner of the internet, there's a channel that's a hidden gem. Mom and pop quilt shop is so quaint, where the art of quilting finds its place. With a warm smile they welcome you in, guiding hands as stories begin. From tracing patterns to stitching seams, together we create our dreams. Stitches of love we weave and sew. In this online world we come to grow. Mom and pop quilt shop, where hearts align. Let's embrace the craft and let our soul